$100 million for claims. A military inquiry says there was a failure in basic leadership in how the Army handled a high-profile sexual assault case. Former Master Corporal Stephanie Raymond says she was forced out of the military 5 years ago after accusing a superior officer of sexual assault. Today, a report into her treatment was accepted by the Chief of Defense Staff, but not fully made public, leading to even more questions. The CBC's Murray Brewster has the details.
Stephanie Raymond was the first face of Operation Honor, the military's drive to stamp out sexual misconduct. Her story of alleged sexual assault, institutional indifference, and humiliating dismissal unleashed a storm of outrage.
I had a 10-year career that done well, but after this, it was a nightmare.
Her alleged attacker was tried by court-martial and acquitted. A censored version of the internal investigation was released today by the Defense Department. It looked into how her harassment complaints were handled by superiors, and if her complaints led to her dismissal. Raymond saw the uncensored report, and she says there is no acknowledgement there was a connection between her complaints and being bounced by the military.
I think the most important thing is to admit it happened and take action.
In 2015, a report by former Supreme Court Justice Marie Deschamps said there were problems of sexual misconduct and bullying in the military, and it was important to deal with them openly in public. That didn't happen entirely today. There are 25 recommendations in her report, none of which the public will see.
We just cannot share because of the law on access to personal information.
Who are they trying to protect? If they're not trying to protect Madame Raymond, who are they trying to protect?
I think themselves. I mean, the military brass.
There have been a series of reforms, including better tracking of complaints, more support for alleged victims, and a number of assault prosecutions.
The institution, the Canadian Armed Forces, and the leadership within the military are doing everything that they can to make sure that leaders are held accountable. They are not letting people that do not conduct themselves properly off the hook.
And with all of that in mind, Stephanie Raymond has some advice for women in uniform who are victims of sexual assault. Take your complaints to civilian police, not the military justice system. Murray Brewster, CBC News, Ottawa.
The U.S. military